Hi there, this is Advocate Prashant Khanna. Welcome to my YouTube channel on law awareness. In this video, I am going to talk about extraterritorial jurisdiction of the Indian Penal Code. As you all may be aware that there is an Indian Penal Code under which most of the crimes committed by Indians are punished. However, one must also be aware that Indian Penal Code is also applicable on any person who may commit any offense from beyond Indian territory. Means if a person suppose is sitting even in America or even in any European country or any place outside India that is beyond Indian borders, then too he can be punished and tried in India. For a quick reference, I will like to read section 4 so that you may have a fair idea that what is there in section 4. It says the provisions of this code, that is of the Indian Penal Code, apply also to any offence committed by Number 1, any citizen of India in any place without and beyond India. Meaning thereby, suppose if any person is traveling or is in another country and he committed any offense against any Indian there in that country, and say he returns to India and the person who was the victim, he also returns here and the complaint is filed in India. So the case will be tried in India and the punishment as the crime may have been committed will be punishable in India. The second is any person on any ship or aircraft registered in India wherever it may be. So suppose Air India is flying across the world and there is any citizen of any other country who is traveling in that flight, or say any ship which is registered in India and any foreigner is traveling in that ship anywhere in the world and he commits any offense on that ship or aircraft, then he can be tried and punished in India. The third and the most important aspect for this video is any person in any place without and beyond India committing offense targeting computer resource located in India. So this is the new addition which was added into this by way of an amendment in 2009. So as many of you may be aware that credit card frauds or debit card frauds or online banking transactions or even websites are hacked from beyond the territorial limits of India. Mostly online frauds are committed by person who are situated beyond the jurisdiction of India. So in that scenario, this section comes into effect, and if you lodge a complaint in India, suppose you are a victim residing in India and lodge a complaint before police, FIR police, and if it is found, then definitely the person involved in the offense can be extradited from the country where he is residing or wherever he may be residing at the present time. It may also be informed to my viewers that there are also situations where Indians commit online crime to any person outside India. So the person or the victim who is sitting outside India or in different location can also file an FIR in India. This can be done by them by either email or by sending a letter to the concerned police station where he thinks that the person is residing. It is often seen, or the cases that I have dealt with, that certain online contracts these days are given for development of websites, development of apps to Indian individuals also, or to Indian small time companies, and then they are not able to fulfill the promise, or they do not even develop the app or develop the website or develop any or even share any kind of raw data with the client, and they just after taking the money they vanish. In those circumstances also, a person who has been duped or is victim and is not from India can even file a case against such person in India by means of sending emails or by sending their complaint or FIR through email or by a registered post. Another issue which comes into this thing, that even if an Indian citizen who may be traveling to some other country, and in that country suppose he commits any crime which is punishable under the Indian law, and then he travels back to India. Then the person who was victim of that crime in another country, he may travel to India and lodge a complaint case in India at any place where he thinks or it is suitable for him. So let us say that a person, Indian person who is from Kerala, or let us say from Arunachal Pradesh, he commits some crime outside India and then returns back. Then the victim, whosoever the victim was outside the Indian jurisdiction, that person may come to India and lodge a complaint or FIR even in Delhi or in Mumbai or at any place of his convenience. This is a law which has been settled by Honorable Supreme Court, and is the law is provision under CRPC. So these are certain points with respect to the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the Indian criminal law. I will bring more videos on the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the Indian laws. So please do like this video and subscribe to my channel if in case you found this video to be anyhow helpful for you. Thank you so much.